Okay. Let me advertise to all the places that I'm live. Hello, Desdemona Rose. Glad to see you here lurking. Yeah, I am running late because my life is a mess. So, we will get going here just in a second. I actually had to, I had to go take my medicine because I hadn't taken my medicine for the day. And because of some stuff I'll get into later, so I have this thing, where I like put my medicine in for like the next 7 days or whatever every week. So I have my medicine laid out for the week, and I normally fill that on Sundays. And because of some stuff that happened, I didn't fill it yesterday, so I had to go fill that now, and then take my med. And they're all meds that have been prescribed to me. Don't want anybody to think I'm doing anything kooky or crazy. Let me... Okay. Posted on the Discords. Hey, Noel Main, good to see you. And I'm like, I'm eating as I'm doing all of this. It is quite silly today. It's actually really funny that, like, of course, today of all days, I chose to make something that actually takes more than like 5 minutes to cook. Okay. All right. Let me post all the places that I'm live and we can get started. Okay. Hey, Nabiru. Okay. Okay. Hey, Kalora. It's all right, Noel Main. Friday stream started late. And was a bit of an unorthodox stream for Friday, honestly. I might try that again sometime. I'll go over that in a second. Okay. Let me close this. Oh. Okay. Okay. It'd help if I booted up my model. No, not open the calculator. Boot up the model. Okay. Let's jump over to the just chatting screen. Hello, chat. Up with my model popped up on there. It is. Okay. So about Friday's stream, I had forgotten that. So normally I do on the first of the month, I do a Raft collab stream with Hero Girls and the rest of the Hero Girls crew, right? The rest of the Hero Girls stream team. And we do that normally on the first Friday of the month. Because of scheduling issues, we were not able to do it at the first Friday of this month. And so we'd all agreed to do it on the second Friday. I forgot to put that on my calendar, so I didn't announce it, and I didn't realize it till the day of when I woke up and someone talked about it in our group chat. And I was like, oh wait, that's a thing. And normally when we do it, so I'm eating as I'm talking, we go 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and then my stream on those days will start either 9:30 or 10. Well, this time, because of confusion or scheduling or whatever, we did 7 to 10. And so my stream didn't start till 11, so I missed a lot of people. And what I talked about in that stream, it was kind of more of a just chatting screen, yapping thing. And then I also did kind of a little project where we talked about the UNE, the Universal NPC, was it? I want to say it's supposed to be generator, but I don't know why it ends with an E. Hold on, let me double check something. Emulator, that's it. The Universal NPC emulator, right? And it's this thing that has these very descriptive words, open-ended descriptive words, arranged on tables in such a way that you roll on these tables and it gives you the descriptors to use to make an NPC. And this is available on for like pay what you want on a drive-through RPG. So it's a really cool thing. And I had tinkered with it in the past. I was thinking about using it for like the Everyone is John campaign, right? And it had become a thing where I'd been like, could I use this? And like reading through it, it had this suggestion towards the beginning of the document where it was like a really great way to come up with an original adventure or story is to use the UNE and generate multiple NPCs, right? And then put them together. Like figure out from these descriptive words, build an NPC out of them, right? And then from all of that stuff, their motivations, their descriptors, their jobs, whatever, try stringing them together and seeing how those multiple NPCs are related to each other, right? Are connected to each other. And then from that connection, build an adventure. Like look at how they're going to interact with the party and build an adventure out of these different motivations and stuff in order to like plan out an adventure. So I found a website that someone had taken all of the tables from the universal NPC emulator and they had automated them. So it was like, it would just like, it was like a random number generator, except it would just pull from the tables, right? It wasn't like AI or anything fancy like that. It was literally just like tables. And so what I did for Friday's stream was I ran that 5 times, and generated 5 NPCs, then tried to figure out from these descriptive words, build an NPC that matched those descriptive words, right? And then figure out how they're all related to each other. Sorry for the weird noises. I'll be right back. Yeah, it was really fun. It was really fun. It was, excuse me. Who's calling me in the middle of the night? Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, somebody was just wanted to get in touch with me about Thanksgiving plans. But yeah, so that was Friday night. Worked on that. And Saturday was odd. So I mentioned before that I've been doing a lot of reading recently. Um, Not like manga and stuff, but like actual like stories that are posted online. And like, I don't want to go into too much detail because this is a family friendly stream, but like some of the stories that I enjoy reading are, I guess you would call them like yabai or adult stories. Um, and um, I find it can be very distracting and kind of a thing that I do whenever I'm just really stressed or whenever I just need to be distracted or just kind of like stuff like that, right? And I will sometimes get like how do I put it? An itch to like I want to read a certain type of story, right? I want a certain type of character or thing. And then I'll search and I'll look till I find something that kind of matches what I was looking for, right? And it's really cool with internet stories a lot of times because they're really short. You can read them and be done with them in like an hour or two. And then you can move on to the next story, right? And it's just kind of like it's definitely not like high literature. But it's something, you know? And hold on, my mom just messaged me. Hold on. Mm. All right, sure, Kalora. I can't wait to see the drawing. Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Oh my God. Who's okay, hold on one second. My mom's calling me. All right, can you hear me? I'm back. Okay. Yeah, so busy night tonight, I guess. It's funny. Uh, Kalora, can I show your drawing on stream? I don't know if you're still on stream, but can I show it? Let me post in here. But yeah, so I had this thing where like I would get in a funk and like be wanting to read a certain type of story with certain situations and characters and themes and ideas. And like I couldn't find it. I didn't know what to search for. I couldn't find specifically what I was looking for. And it was bugging me. This was like Friday night into like Saturday morning. And like well, it was, and then like I went to sleep on it, then I woke up on Saturday and I was like, it was really bugging me that I couldn't find the story, a story that fit what I was looking for. So I was like, well, why don't I jot down notes? I don't know if I was trying to get a good idea of what I was looking for or if I was planning to write it. I just, whenever I have an idea that's really well formed and fleshed out, I like to jot it down and write it down so that way I have it somewhere, right? Whether I write it or not, or whether I do anything with it, I like to just put it down on paper. Well, maybe not paper, but text. And so, oh, okay. So I can show it on stream. Okay. Let me get this downloaded. This saved as, Kalora Pure Vanilla Neko Arc. Pure Vanilla Neko Arc, okay. Okay. And let me post this real quick. This is the drawing that Kalora just finished and posted in the Discord. I want everybody to see Kalora's cool new drawing. This is apparently Pure Vanilla Neko Arc. I don't know who this character is, but they seem really cool. Wee, whoop. Just throwing that up there. Got a little scarf and everything, it looks like. So I had this idea and I couldn't find it, so I started jotting down. And normally whenever I'm doing that, I was laying in bed and I was typing on my phone. And normally when I do that, I type in the Notepad app on my phone, where I can have different pages in the Notepad app. So I started going, and it wasn't like, I have no idea what those words mean, Kalora. I think Cookie Run is a game, but I don't know what a Neko Arc is. But it looks really cool. Oh, that's cool, Noel, man. Right, and so, and it was a thing where, like, I was like, okay, let me get this idea down. And I was still in bed, right? And it was Saturday. And I had ended up, like, canceling the whole thing for not having anime night because of a scheduling thing. All right, bye, Kalora. It was great having you. And so I was like, let me just get this idea down. And then I'll get up and I'll make food and I'll take my medicine and I'll get my day started. Oh, Neko Arc is a thing from Melty Blood. It's a cat version of Arcuid, one of the characters. Oh, that's cute. Hello, Alice. Benyanu. And so I was like, let's just go. And I hadn't really been in a writing mood recently because of all the stuff that had happened with like the election and with just all the stuff and that have been going on. I hadn't really been in a writing mood. And then I just kind of got in the zone, and I wasn't like, I didn't have like an outline or anything, and I wasn't like writing prose or stuff like I would be writing a novel. I was just jotting down ideas, barely complete sentences, you know, part of scenes that I envisioned in my head, right? And I just kind of kept going, right? And then like, chat, I got to the character limit of my notepad on my phone. And I was like, what? That's never happened before, right? And I put a lot of stuff into my notepad on my phone. I've never hit the character limit. And I wasn't done with the idea. So I was like, what do, right? And I remembered that my partner had told me that she does most of her writing through Google Docs on her phone, like, because it's easier for her to write in bed. And I was like, well, I have Google Docs on my phone. So I just did select all, copy, open a new document in Google Docs, paste. And I'm like, well, let me see, because there's not like a word counter in my notepad document, in my notepad app on my phone. So I was like, let me see how many words I've written so far, right? And I wasn't even really keeping track of time. And chat, when I hit the character limit on my notepad and I copied it over to Google Docs and I checked Google Docs word count for that document of what I had written thus far, I had written 5,777 words. Sorry, 5,777 words. And I was like, oh dear. So I was like, I guess that happened, but I'm just gonna, now that I have Google Docs, I'm just gonna keep going and finish out the idea. And I kept going, and I kept going. And then I kind of got into the zone, typing on my phone, laying in bed. I think I stopped a couple times to use the bathroom. And then like, my phone told me that my phone battery was low, right? It was like 10%. It was like 20%, 10%, 5%, right? And the thing is with my phone, my charge cable doesn't stay in the phone unless the phone is like sitting down, laying flat. Like if it's sitting up and I'm holding the phone, I have to like hold the charge cable in. And I can't like type on the phone and hold the charge cable in and hold the phone, right? It's like I need an extra hand. So I was like, geez. Right? Now, remember I said I started when I woke up on Saturday, right? Like I had these ideas when I went to bed Friday night. I thought about them when I was laying down about like specifically what I wanted. I woke up and I had this idea of what I wanted. So I was like, I'll just write it. And I started when I woke up on Saturday. Chat. I looked at the time when my phone battery was hitting like 5%. It was 7 a.m. Sunday morning. And I was like, oh, well, that happened. And I still wasn't done. And, I had to run a Lancer game at 3 p.m. And I'm like, I need to sleep. I haven't taken my meds. I haven't eaten. I just completely lost Saturday. And I checked how many words I had written so far in this just random idea I had for a story that was not family friendly. And let me open the Google Doc to double check what my word count is, because I haven't written on it since. Word count, 10,224 words. I don't know why it said dollars. I don't know why. Come on, captions. You can do this. These captions making it seem like I'm saying words I'm not. But yeah. So I cranked out so yeah, I cranked out 10,000 words. And I'm still not done with the story. And then like I went back and read through what I typed so far, right? And I'm like, if I actually like completed these scenes, and if I actually like used prose and complete sentences and descriptions and pieces of like pieces of sentences and structure and all of that stuff, this would probably be closer to 20,000 words. And I'm like, oh, well, that's a thing, I guess. And my phone battery was so low that I couldn't keep typing. And I stopped mid-sentence. I need a better charge port, Nabiru. So I went to sleep on Sunday morning. Well, Noel Main. I won't go into a lot of details. But it is a romance story that features some rather how do I put it, forbidden topics, and that has some explicit scenes and language. So I guess you would say it's like a yabai story. And it was just really funny that, like, I haven't been able to get the gumption and energy to, like, work on my actual novel project for November. But this random idea I had for this story, I cranked out 10,000 words in one day. Which is really funny. And I ran my Lancer session, and I went to sleep Sunday morning. I woke up in time. I actually woke up a little bit late, and we ended up starting the Lancer session late. Something like that, Nabiru. And originally I was like, okay, well, my phone is back up to over 90% charge, so I could just lay in bed and, like, after Lancer, like, do more stuff with the story. But it was a thing where, like, I was still so tired from, like, not eating and everything on Saturday, and just the mental strain and all of that stuff, that, like, I didn't even work on the story Sunday night. Like, Sunday night, Sunday after Lancer, I just passed out, right? I just passed out after Lancer and was out of it for a few hours. And then I woke up, and I was kind of, like, slowly waking up on Sunday night after I slept, because we moved Lancer to being earlier in the day because of work schedule stuff with other people. And I was, like, watching some YouTube videos, listening to music and stuff, and kind of just, like, slowly waking up on Sunday night into Monday morning. And I was like, I was originally like, okay, so now I'm going to pick up where I left off in this mid-sentence and get the rest of the idea down, right? And then, like, as I'm getting ready, Okusen messages me and is like, hey, can we talk? I'm like, there's stuff happening and I need to talk to somebody. And like, I won't go into details because that was like between me and Okusen. So then like I ended up talking to Okusen for like 4 hours. And by the time I got done talking with Okusen, right, it was like way early in the morning, right? It was like going on 7 or 8 this morning on Monday morning. And I was like, well, I have a telehealth appointment with my new psychiatrist at 2:30. So I need to go to bed. And my phone was low from the phone call with Okusen. So I couldn't type on my phone anymore. So I just went to bed. Woke up, had the appointment with my psychiatrist. Yeah. I know that feeling, Noel Main. Group chat got leaked. When I was talking to Okusen, because I talked to Okusen about some of this stuff, right? And anytime I'm working on a story and I get really into the story and I stop to go back and read what I've written so far, any story, every single time I am working on a story, I always will have the same thought, right? What would it be like if I published this story, if this became my debut novel and it got popular? What would that be like? What precedent would that set for me, right? And I was laughing with Okusen about it because I'm like, I'm just imagining a world in which, like, I completed this story, turned it into a novel, and released it, and it got sold, and then like trying to explain to my family, it's like, yeah, I'm making money selling my stories, and you know, I released a novel, and that moment when like random family member like my mom or something would be like, oh, you released a book, can I have a signed copy? And normally that's like, oh, cute. But then when it's talking about like a yabai novel, right? It's like, nope. Nope, 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 nope. When I was talking to Okusen about it, Okusen's like, I don't know how you can laugh about that. If I was in that scenario and my mother asked for a signed copy, I would just implode. Because the joke is that like your family member doesn't know what the story's about. They just know you released the thing. But yeah, that's just really funny. But I find it funny, and we were talking about it. And I asked Okusen, I'm like, what would you do? Because sometimes I find different, like, silly scenarios. I find them kind of, like, amusing, right? So I'm like, what would you do if you released a story with this kind of topic, and, like, your dad asked for it? He's like, I would unalive myself so hard. Everyone would be like, he couldn't have done it to himself. There's 12 gunshots. And I was like, well, what if one of your siblings asked about it? He's like, well, see, that would be just the end of a chapter of my life. There was a period of my life in which I had siblings, and now I no longer have siblings. But yeah. And so anyway, but I got up today, had my meeting with my new psychiatrist. We were kind of talking about my medical history and my stuff that's going on in my life and my medicine. We're starting some new medicine for me to deal with some of the stuff that I've been struggling with my sleep patterns being a little bit out of funk. Excuse me. And all of that stuff. And like after that appointment, I was like, do I want to get writing, right? Do I want to do some writing? But I was really tired, right? So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go to sleep, and then I'll figure it out whenever I get up for stream. And then I woke up like a little bit before stream, and I had to make food. And I'm like, what did I thaw in the fridge? And I'm like, this is gonna take more than 5 minutes to cook, so I better start cooking. And here I am. So I decided, there was a point when I was like, how funny would it be if I just like hard pivoted and was like, yo, 18 plus stream. We're going down the deep end, chat. But I was debating for a minute. I was like, could I do a thing where it was kind of like a study stream where I didn't have the text I was typing on screen? Right? And like, I just was like, I'm working on a secret project, you know? And to just not share what I'm actually working on. But you know what? I value honesty, and I value being as honest as I can be with all of you. So I was like, you know what? We're going to pick up with Funlandeon because I haven't really touched it since the last stream, and I want to get back in that role, and I want to get back in that groove. I want to get rolling again. I want to get that story moving. So yeah. Anyway, also, if you're watching on YouTube, please be sure to like the stream. It helps the algorithm with getting it out to more people, and it helps with getting more viewers and stuff in the stream. So if you could do that, I would very much appreciate it. Okay. Alrighty, so let's get this booted up and get this rocking and rolling. Okay, let me get my stuff booted up so we can get to the writing. Okay. All right. Sorry, I got distracted, chat. Okay. Hey, Kimberly, good to see you. Good to see you. Let me get my... Story up and running. Okay. Get this open. All right, got outline. Draft 1. Okay. Actually, I'm going to use... Oh, how was your flu shot, Kimberly? Excuse me. I'm going to use the restroom. And I will be right back. So everybody take a moment to stretch and get up and all of that. I'll be right back and we'll get started on the writing portion of tonight's stream, okay? Hello. Hello. So before we get started, I wanted to show you this. These were the things that I worked on Friday, where I generated 5 NPCs using the universal NPC emulator. And it gave a descriptor, power level compared to the party, because it's supposed to be for like a TTRPG, 3 motivations, a mood, and a thing that the character wants to discuss, some kind of like thing about their relation, like their general relation to the party. Excuse me. And what they want, what their goals are. So, and then I took those and converted it into like filling out some character ideas based on these. Then I took all of those things and strung them together into an entire adventure. So, yeah, that's what I did on, that is what I did on Friday. It was fun. I might do it again sometime. But let's look over here at our Good Clown story, which is about Stephen James, who is Sparky the Clown. Okay. Let's look at OpenOffice. Okay. Okay, let's get rolling. Okay, how many words do we have so far? So far, we're at 600 words. Let me look at what I've got. Talking about the magic show, the performance, doing some world building. Okay. Okay, so I've read what I've written so far. Okay. Now let me look at the outline for chapter 1. This is why I like to do the entire chapter in one sitting. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's get started. Alright. Okay. Oh. Uh... Mm. 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 Oh my gosh. I just woke up, but I'm already tired after taking my meds. Normally, after I take my meds, I go lay down and take a nap, which is funny because one of my meds is like a stimulant. Okay, so I don't have a name for the boss, so I'll have to come up with a name for the boss. Oh, oh my god. Why did I suddenly get tired? I slept a whole bunch and I just suddenly got tired, chat. What's wrong with me? This weekend's just catching up to me. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got some water. Okay. Ooh, that's better. Hmm. Oh. Let me check something real quick. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I just remembered something. When I was writing this part here, did any of you I don't know if anybody's even still watching. There was a oh, I got an ad. The new thing from the JP side of HoloLive recently debuted. They're like from like the regloss thing. They're like flow gloss from the more idle side. And there was a talent who I saw a clip of, who like she was telling this story about like why she wanted to be a part of HoloLive. And it was so ridiculous that it was just hilarious, especially because like she told it during her debut, and someone made a clip of like her telling the story. And the thing is, the debut was being like I don't know if multi-streams are word, co-streamed, where like a lot of her senpais and Notica, who was like in charge of like that group and stuff, were like watching the stream live as it was happening. And so for the clip, they cut back and forth to the different people reacting to her story. And oh my gosh, was it hilarious. And yeah, that was I was just really funny, and I thought about it because there was a part where the person talks about when they were like 3 years old and they were at the park with dozens of their friends, and among all of the other ridiculous stuff, that was the stuff that like Miko was like reacting to. She's like, oh, she must have been really sociable. And I think it was Susue was like, what was she doing at the park with dozens of other children when at 3 years old? And it was just really funny. Okay. Okay. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Okay. Oh, you had a salad? Nice, Kimberly. Nice. Do you have any dressing on your salad, like Italian dressing or Thousand Island dressing or anything, Kimberly? Ooh, double ranch dressing. Nice. Oh, that sounds fun, Kimberly. What did I call this place? Ah. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Hello, Sean Arnold, superstar Sean Arnold on Twitch. How are you doing? All right. Good, good. You're alive? Hey, that's always something. Oh, I didn't know there was one of those. Oh, cool. What's it called? Uber? Uber? Let me look this up. Hold on. Hold on. Fouled Up Beyond Recognition. Is that the name of the show? Oh, Fubar. Oh, okay. So it's Fubar. Okay. What? That's so funny. Just a cheesy action flick, it looks like. Oh my gosh, it looks so funny. Mm-hmm. That's good. It's good that they're having fun with it. Mm-hmm. Ain't that what a lot of these Netflix shows are? Like, it reminds me of this meme I saw that was like, Netflix, yo, would you like to watch a 10-hour movie? Me. No. But what if Netflix? But what if we broke it up into 10 1-hour episodes that you then watched back to back to back in a binge watching spree? And then it's like me, USOB, I'm in. Mm-hmm. I get that feeling, Sean Arnold. I get that feeling. But yeah, Nabiru, over on the YouTubes, it does somehow feel better when something is broken up, even if you binge the whole thing. Like you're choosing to watch the whole thing at once. Um, which is kind of silly. It's kind of silly. Um, yeah. That's cool, Sean. Yeah, it's like the thing is, movies have this way of sticking with you. Like they put so much time, and it's this thing that you see with movies where because by the very nature you're trying to tell a bigger story in a shorter time frame, you will have more dramatic scenes. They will put more effort into being more powerful, more poignant, and having like just bigger and better and more like thought-provoking things in a really dramatic fashion in films because you have to truncate it into 90 minutes or 2 hours or whatever. Whereas in a series, in a show, you can slow burn and drip feed certain plot reveals over the course of multiple episodes, right? And especially with older shows when they were made for syndication, and sometimes when shows were like they had to be very episodic because the episodes might get displayed out of order, especially with a lot of older shows like that. And you don't see a lot of like development very quickly and stuff becomes just more of the same. I remember I was watching a thing that was talking about the development of Voyager, Star Trek Voyager, right? And how you don't, with some very noted exceptions, you don't see a lot of plot development from one episode to the next. Usually, whatever big change or thing gets introduced in one episode gets resolved and returned back to the status quo by the end of that episode. And one of the things the showrunners talked about was with the development, they were preparing for with their contracts of getting the show aired for Star Trek Voyager, there was this thing that due to different time slots, the episodes were very likely to be aired in a somewhat random order. They would be the episodes would be aired in different orders depending on time slots and advertisers and commercial breaks and all of that stuff. So they had to make sure that the status quo was returned to at the end of every episode, so that way you could pick up at any episode and know what was going on after you watch the first episode. That's when you see those shows that'll have like the hour-long first episode or the first episode is like actually a two-part thing where it's like part one, part two for the first episode, and then the rest of the story follows the same with some very specific changes where like new characters get added and so on and so forth. There was a joke about how, oh, there's an ad? Okay. I really need to get a thing that tells me when there's an ad in progress in my OBS. Hey! Long time no see, superstar Sean Arnold. You're here now. I see that. But there was this thing where you've cunningly avoided watching. Good, nice. I do hope you let the commercial play on like another tab or something, because I do actually get a few cents for people who watch the ads on Twitch. But there was a whole thing where in Star Trek Voyager, this, I can't remember, it's like Kim or something, was like the ensign. This one character was like the ensign or like some low ranking character. Oh, you're affiliate too? Nice. And that actor, because you, as an actor, you want to see your character progress and develop and grow. That actor had like talked to the writers and the showrunners and had said, hey, we've been running for this many seasons. Can my character get a promotion? Right? It doesn't mean that I get a promotion, but it means that my character is making some kind of a milestone, get some kind of a growth as my character, and then not just be the butt of the joke and be the ensign, be the low ranking, the bottom one on the totem pole, you know, to show some level of growth. And they told him, they're like, listen, somebody's got to be at the bottom, somebody's got to be the ensign, and that's just your character. Okay. Yeah, I think he was like the only like Star Trek character that like never got promoted. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. How many words have I written today? Yeah, I heard about that. I've watched like some video essays exploring some of the stuff behind the scenes with that. That like the main actress who was, I think, supposed to play Janeway quit, and they had to get somebody else. And then there was the whole thing when they brought on the woman to play Seven of Nine. And it was like there was like kind of this like animosity, because not animosity, there was this kind of like stuff. Because what was it? How'd they put it? Like she was walking around in a catsuit, right? And like she was brought on to add sex appeal to the show. And it was just kind of like the whole thing, you know? Yeah. Why is my phone being funny? My phone's at 100% charge. No, I didn't hear about that. I didn't hear about that. When you're talking about like a native character, my first thought was like Chakotay, the first officer. Because I'd heard that the actor who played Chakotay just really hated his role. And yeah. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. Ugh. No, I didn't hear about that. What? What? Yo, spill the tea, Sean Arnold. Spill the tea. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Did it cost him the election? Oh my gosh. That's so funny. That's so silly. Oh, really? So it was like something really messed up? Okay. So not silly. Okay. Sorry. Didn't mean to be so irreverent, I guess. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, that's ah mm, ah I see. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, country girl. Good to see you. What are you working on editing, Sean Arnold's? Oh my gosh, editing is the bane of my existence. I'll be honest with you, Sean. I have 2 completed novel manuscripts that I need to edit, and I am like only partway through editing one of them. It is an absolute nightmare. And like editing is the bane of my existence. So I completely feel you, Sean Arnold. Mm-hmm. An orc who becomes a pro wrestler. Nice. Hey, country girl, you do what you gotta do. I get that, Sean Arnold. I did all the hard part because everyone says completing the first draft is the hard part. So many people start and nobody completes the first draft. And you're like, yes, I did it. What do you mean there's more hard parts? Okay. Okay, how many words do I have so far? I want to be close to 2,000 for this. Ooh, nice. Yeah, this is good. Okay. Okay. That is the first chapter done. Why the cover up? That's a really good question. That's a really good question, country girl. Why does there have to be a cover up? Mm. Okay. Okay. All right. Look at you coming up with creative solutions. Creative solutions. And being flexible. Being flexible. Okay. It do be that way sometimes. When you get stuck on really silly ideas that you just can't, that you don't have a reason for. It's just like you get stuck on. Ooh, nice. Okay. Let's wind down for the night. Okay. I got distracted. Sorry, chat. I'm very distracted. uh... I've been noticing that like lately I've been like, I don't know if something's up with like my tongue or my mouth, but like when I've been eating for like the last couple weeks, I've been like biting my tongue a lot more recently, and I don't know why. And like I've been biting like the side of my cheek when I eat, and it's really weird. It's really weird because like that happens. Like, it's not like it's never happened before, but it just seems really weird that it's been happening like multiple times recently. Um, so it's just one of those things, I guess. Um, mhm. Hmm. Okay. All right. Let me switch over to just chatting. Whoop, boop, 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 ah. It's just really weird. Like, it just started happening, and one of them was like so bad that like one of the things where I bit my tongue was so bad it turned into like a sore or something, and like took forever to heal. And there's like dead skin there. Um, so like it's just like, well, that was a thing that happened. Um, Yeah, yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. Yeah. Hey, LeMay. I don't know. It was just really weird that like I just all of a sudden started like biting, like when I was eating, I would like catch the sides of my tongue or like the sides of my cheek. It's just really weird. It's just really weird. But anyway, what is everybody up to this week? I know I've got to pick up my meds later this week. Oh, that's interesting, LeMay. Coming to observe you tomorrow? Oh no! Oh, what crafting game, LeMay? Ellen? Oh, I haven't heard of that one. What am I doing this week? Maybe I'll finish writing down my ideas for that yabai adult story. I don't think I'm doing anything else this week. Nope, don't have anything else on my schedule. Nope, that's not where I want that to go. Actually, it's funny. My Blue Sky has been growing, which is really funny, and I want to post more on there. I'm at 707 followers on Blue Sky, which is really funny. That's way more than what I have on Twitter. Twitter, I'm at like 473. So it's just really funny. I'm getting like more engagement on Blue Sky. I just saw Little V doing a post on Blue Sky. I don't know if it's the real Little V, but Little V's a musician on YouTube, and he's like, Blue Sky doesn't need less horny, it needs more horny. Keep those puritanical and keep those corporations and weird puritanical people out of here. Okay. Okay. All right, let's wind down for the night. It's coming up on midnight. Thank you all for joining me for tonight's stream. I know it was a bit of a slow one and a bit of a short one, especially for a writing stream. But it was nice to get the first chapter done. I'll see if I can have the energy to do the second chapter tomorrow and get back on track. And all of that jazz. It's been great to hear from all of you. I'm still working on trying to set up the stuff for the Everyone is John game, and I'll post more stuff about that on the Discord, so look forward to that. But for those of you who don't know, I'd like to do a shout out for all of the people that posted in chat and say some words of affirmation and positivity at the end of the stream. In order to help with building people up, because I believe it's important for us to build each other up and to lift each other up with words of affirmation and love and joy and hope. So we had Desdemona Rose, Noelle Main, Nabiru, Kalora, Alice, Petya Blackburn, What else did we have tonight? We had Kimberly Wong was here. Superstar Sean R. Arnold was here on both Twitch and YouTube. We had scrolling through chat. We had Country Girl or KM Gilbertson. We had LeMay. And I say to all of those people, I shouted out to anyone who watched the stream and lurked and didn't say anything in chat. And to anyone who watches this VOD afterwards, I say to all of you, I love you. And I believe in each and every one of you. I think that you all are valuable and worthy of love and deserving of happiness and good things. You matter, and you are precious treasures of human beings. You are valuable and valid, and you are worthy of love and deserving of happiness and good things. You matter, and I want you to always remember the Star Hunter motto: shoot for the stars, have wonderful adventures, live your dreams, and always stop to enjoy the memes. If you're watching on YouTube, I do ask that you like the stream. It helps the algorithm with getting it out to more people. I'm sorry if it's annoying for me to ask that, but since I've started asking that, we've had more growth on the stream, so I guess I need to keep doing it. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing, you can subscribe on YouTube and ding the notification bell. You can follow me on Twitch or even subscribe on Twitch if you feel motivated to do so. You can follow my Twitter or X. You can follow me on Blue Sky Social. Most of my posting is going to be on Blue Sky Social for like stuff besides going live posts. You can join my Discord. You can like my Facebook. Links to all of those are in the description down below on YouTube and the About page on Twitch. And if you have any friends or neighbors or aunts or uncles or coworkers or enemies or arch rivals or anyone you think might enjoy my content, feel free to show them my content and invite them to the next stream, which is going to be 8:30 p.m. EST on Friday. I look forward to seeing all of you there. I'm not entirely sure what we'll be doing. We'll see where I'm at, where my head is, and what's going on through the week. We'll see where we are. But I will see you all there. And there is one last thing. You do not have to donate to be here. You are not expected to give money to be welcome here. I value your time, your energy, and your attention, and I value having you as a member of this community. With that said, I do appreciate the people who have donated to make things possible for me that would not normally be possible. I appreciate everyone. And if you feel motivated to donate to help me out with any number of things, and it is financially safe and responsible for you to do so, you can find links where you can do so in the description down below on YouTube and the donate button on Twitch. In the description, there's a link to PayPal where you can do a one-time donation. It's a paypal.me page. And there is a link to a Ko-fi where you can do either a one-time donation or a monthly donation. Now, heads up, right now, as of right now, there are not currently any rewards for the monthly donation. I'm working on something possibly in the future, but right now there is not currently rewards. It's just saying that you just are, having some kind of tangible representation of how much you appreciate my content. And the donate button on Twitch takes you to Ko-fi where you can again do one-time donation or monthly donation. With that said, have yourselves a wonderful night and get yourselves some great rest, and I hope you have a good week, everybody. See, do I have anybody watching on? Not really on Twitch. So